Hi guys, I did this really cool glowing Halloween set and I thought I would show you how it is done. So here we go. I did not show you me painting the base of the nail, but it is just 2 coats of OPI's, what is this, Suzi Chase's Portuguese. Yeah, I don't know, weird name. It's just a really, really light gray, almost white gel polish. So I did just do 2 coats of that. They are both cured. And then I'm going to be using solarcolordust.com's glow powder. And this is in their transparent violet. So it just looks white in the jar, but then it glows a nice violet color. So I'm going to be sticking that down with just a no wipe top coat. I'm just using the Bioseaweed's no white top coat. I just use this one when I'm doing nail art because it's not the one that I prefer to finish my nails with. So I just use it for nail art usually. So I'm just putting a coat of that down. Now, before you cure, I'm going to be pouring the glow powder on top. Now, there's different methods of doing glow nails. You can mix the glow powder into like a top coat and paint it on. I prefer doing it this way. I find you get a smoother finish and it's just a lot faster. It's a lot cleaner. I always put down a piece of paper for easy cleanup in case you get any of the powder on your table. You can then just fold the paper over and then pour it back into your little jar there. Now you see I have this little crease that occurred when I was pouring. So to get rid of that, I just dipped my finger into the powder and I'm pressing down on top of the nail to just kind of push it down all nice and even before I cure the nail. We are going to cure this. And the reason why I did use a no wipe top coat is so that there's no dispersion layer after the curing is finished. And now we're gonna pretty much encapsulate this with Artistè gel. First I just brushed off any excess powder there. And then now I'm just using the Artistè gel to just kind of encapsulate the glow powder. Artistè gel is just, it's a blooming gel. So it's just a thicker, clear gel polish that's not quite as thick as a builder gel. So, and it's in a bottle, and so it's really easy to use, and I like it for things like this. So I did put down a nice coat of that to make sure all the powder was covered, and then we're going to cure that as well. Then I came in with a coat of the no white top coat one more time over top of the Artistè gel because we will need to buff this nail smooth because that glow powder does have a bit of a grit to it, and you do want to make sure the nail is nice and smooth before we apply our water decals. So I did cure that. I didn't show it, but it's cured because we are going to come in now with our buffing block, and we're just going to buff the top of the nail nice and smooth and around the edges because the edges do have some glow powder that got over the sides, and you are going to want to make sure that is nice and smooth. Now, before we add our decals, I did come in with Bioseaweed's Hot Cocoa and Ugly Duckling Black, and I just used a sponge here and I just blotted it into the gel, and I just sponged around the sides of the nail to shade out the edges and make it a little more spooky looking. Now you can use a makeup sponge. These were sponges that I actually got when I ordered some Holo Taco nail polish. In the packaging, there was some sponges so that the polishes didn't bang together, I guess, and I just kept them because I thought they would be great for nail art. So now I'm coming in with the black. I did not cure the brown first because I want the black to kind of blend in with the brown so it's just not so sharp looking and it just kind of merges together nicely. So that's what I'm doing here. I did speed it up a little bit. Yeah, so then it looks nice and blended. And then now we are going to cure that layer. And then I am painting some black on the tip so that we can do our grass detail. Now I am using, this is a pretty cheap striping brush. It came in a pack of 3. There was a green, a red, and then the blue one. Now I do cut them thinner, so they were a lot thicker, these brushes. And what I do is I cut almost all of the bristles off and I leave about 1 or 2 so that I get a nice thin detail brush. So yeah, so now we're gonna add our decals, and you can get these decals at sadlerupnails.com. I do make them. They are made per order. Yeah, and if you have any custom decals you want done, you can send me a message and I can see what I can do for you. So you just cut the decal out. You want to cut it as close to the image as possible so that you don't have any, excess along the sides. And I do apply a layer of base coat first, which I cure. We cure the base coat. You don't want to be applying a decal to wet gel. That would just make a huge mess. So put down a layer of base coat, cure that, and then you're going to place your decal into water. When you're using smaller images, it is easier to use tweezers. 100% use tweezers. Now, I always recommend to dry off your decals. You don't want to trap any water underneath. It could start soaking into your image later on and blurring it. So you definitely want to make sure you dry off all the water. Then you're going to use your tweezers to peel the decal off of the backing, and then you're going to place it onto your cured base coat, which gives you just enough stickiness where the decal lays nicely, but you can also move it. You can slide it around on the nail if you want. So I did add a second bat, and then now I'm also sealing them with another layer of base coat. I do not come in directly with top coat on top of my decals. Okay, I always put down another layer of base coat first, and I apply it to the entire nail so that it is nice and even. Now, after that has cured, I'm coming in with my favorite top coat, which is Ugly Duckling's No Wipe Top Coat. And we're going to put down a nice coat of that, and then once again, cure. Now, because I had my ring light on the entire time I was recording, you could not see these nails glowing at all whenever I took them out of the lamp, but this is what they look like. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I do plan on posting a lot more. And yeah, there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.